me two.
1, 2 to you. 3. And 1, 2, 3 to you, and the dealer takes 2.
Bet 5.
Pardon me, Mr. Dance.
Yeah?
May I speak to you, please?
Well, go ahead, Grandpa. Talk.
I think perhaps you'd rather this would be private.
Why? Who are you?
My name is Wagner. Perhaps you remember me?
20 to you, Kurt.
Yeah, the face looks kind of familiar.
It should be. Though it was over 20 years ago. San Angelo, remember?
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
What do you want? I got no business with you.
You did once.
That was done with long ago. You can't bring it up again.
Business like that is never finished. I want you to go back with me. Tell it.
There's nothing to tell.
You've got to do it sometime. Sooner or later.
No. You've got nothing on me, you hear? The law says so. Don't ever come near me again, or I'll...
What do you do, Dance?
Now, this is none of your business, Earp. I haven't laid a finger on him, and I won't, if he leaves me alone. But I got a right to be left alone, remember that. You, too.
It's got to be settled, Dance. One way or another.
Get him out of here!
Sir. Mr. Wagner, is it? Do you have a charge against this man?
None that you'd be interested in, Marshal.
He's not wanted for anything?
Not by the law.
Then what's it all about?
It's between Dance and myself.
Then perhaps you better leave him alone. I wouldn't want to have to arrest you for disturbing the peace.
I understand, Marshal.
He also has rights of privacy. And he can protect himself. I advise you, sir, to settle your differences by legal means.
If that had been possible, I wouldn't be here now.
Anything you want to tell me, Dance?
No, there's nothing to tell. He's just imagining. But you keep him away from me, or there'll be trouble.
You in, Dance? What are you so speckled at? The old man. Still staring.
Sure is. And if looks could kill.
How can he just sit there, hour after hour, and just stare? Don't he ever get enough?
No. But I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm going to fix you so you won't stare at me.
What?
Oh, howdy, John. Where you headed?
Home to bed.
Yeah, that's where I wish I were. Your paper all made up?
Yep. All the news and stories I can scratch up. That is, unless you're holding out on me.
Not a chance. Come on, have some coffee with me.
Oh, now, Wyatt. Coffee's no kind of a nightcap to offer a tired editor. You kind of
Hey, Wyatt!
What's the trouble?
That old man's been beat up pretty bad, Wyatt. We got him down to Miss Nellie's.
Looks like I get a story instead of coffee after all.
Where's Kurt Dance?
He's in a game over at Elhammer.
Well, you go get him. Bring him to Miss Nellie's. Mr. Wagner?
Wyatt. That gentleman is Judge Wagner from San Angelo.
That's right, young man. You know me.
Yes, sir. You don't remember me, do you, Judge? John P. Clum?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't.
That's all right, sir. I was a young man then. Seems like a long time ago. I'll wait downstairs, White. Miss Nellie, may I speak to you?
You want to tell me about it now?
Nothing to tell. I just had a little misadventure.
With whom?
It was very dark. I couldn't be sure.
Judge Wagner, you expect me to believe that?
You can't prove differently. I know. I've heard that plea in court many times.
Won't you tell me?
Tell you what?
Why a judge, one of the most respected judges in the West for 30 years, should get mixed up with a notorious gunman, killer, thief. Why that man isn't dead or behind bars now, it's hard to understand.
I know.
Well, I want to know all you know about him.
You mean well, Marshal, but you only interfere. I'm not a judge any longer. I'm retired. But I have a job to do, and I've got to do it in my own way.
Everything peaceful?
It's early yet. Don't count your chickens. You know where there's liable to be some trouble, too, don't you?
Where?
That blamed old judge. He's an old fool, if you ask me. I ain't so sure Dance ain't right.
Why?
Well, the judge has gone and got himself a gun. And he's wearing it, too. Just a daring Dance. What'd you find out from that wire you sent to Texas?
He acquitted Dance of murder 20 years ago.
Well, don't seem like there'd be much connection there that long time ago.
Acquittal. Now, that's what's interesting. Now he wants to kill him. Why?
Don't ask me. You know this judge better than I do.
Only thing I know about him is he's got one of the best reputations in the West.
Wyatt?
What is it?
Trouble. Dance just left the Alhambra saloon. He's heading for a showdown with Judge Wagner.
Where?
The judge is waiting near Boot Hill.
Come on, we can catch Dance before he gets there. Hold it, Dance. This is where you stop.
Now listen, Earp. I didn't ask for this. He's made it so I can't refuse. Now he challenged me open, so I can't be blamed for killing him in a fair fight.
A fair fight. An old man who can hardly hold a gun?
That's not my fault. He shouldn't have challenged me.
Well, you're not going to fight him, fair or any other way. You're going to stay right here. Shotgun, you stick with him.
What are you gonna do, Wyatt?
I'm going to find out exactly what the old man was planning to do. Maybe you better lend me your hat, Dance, for just a few minutes.
What for?
Because for a few minutes, I'm going to be you. Judge. Well?
What happened? There were no shots.
He fainted or worse. I can't tell. We'll get him over to Dr. Goodfellow. Look.
Empty.
He wanted Dance to kill him. How is he?
He's weak, but he's all right. It's just the tension and the excitement. He just fainted. He's an old man, Wyatt, and he's awfully tired. Come on in.
Judge Wagner.
Marshal, I told you you'd only interfere.
You still won't tell me what this is all about? Then I'll tell you. 20 years ago, you acquitted Dance of a murder charge. Now you pass sentence on him and say it should have been done a long time ago. That must mean that you found out you were wrong. Or
what?
Or you acquitted him knowing you were wrong.
Yes, you're right. It's even worse than that. I took money to acquit him.
You. Judge Wagner.
Yes. Amos Wagner. The man with the finest reputation for honesty and integrity in the West. A reputation any man could be proud of. You can imagine how I felt sometimes hearing those things said and reading them printed about me. I felt like a fraud, a miserable imposter.
And that was the only time in a lifetime as a judge that you did anything like that?
The only time. And I needed the money so badly. My wife and my child were sick. Dance knew that. But it didn't do them any good. I lost them both anyway. Now I'm old and alone. And I must right this one terrible wrong I've done.
But this isn't any way to do it. If you feel that you must redeem yourself, go on back to San Angelo and confess.
I already did that. Perhaps they didn't even believe me. They said that there's nothing they could do about it legally. Even if it were true. They didn't want to besmirch my reputation at this late hour.
Maybe they were right. One mistake in a lifetime of service.
It's not that simple. I set that man free to kill again. And he has many times. Those lives are on my conscience. And I won't rest easy until I've done what I can.
Until you've killed Dance?
Or seen him on his way to the gallows.
Well, you wouldn't have accomplished that tonight, Judge Wagner. He could prove that you openly challenged him. And how was he to know that you'd face him with an empty gun?
Yes, it's very difficult. A very difficult problem. I've tracked him this far, but now, I don't know what to do.
Well, a man like Dance is bound to wind up on the gallows eventually. Why don't you leave him to the law?
You're the law here. What can you do about him?
Well, I admit it's a pretty sad situation, Wyatt, but what can you do about it?
Well, I think maybe I can put Dance behind bars and it helps some.
How? He's managed to keep himself out of trouble lately.
John, you told me he's been losing pretty steadily at poker.
Yeah. Yeah, that he has. He's getting grumpier all the time.
And seedier.
Well, the money's got to come from someplace. He ought to be just about right for any kind of illegal deal.
Wyatt, you mean a trap?
Well, it isn't exactly ethical, but in this case it may be justified. You can just say we put temptation in Mr. Dance's way, and if he falls for the bait, well, that's too bad for him.
Well, at least it'd keep him out of the judge's reach for a while.
And a while is all we'll need.
That's right. I don't think that old man's gonna last too long.
All right, this is what we'll do. John, you like a good game of poker, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yes, sir. That man's a real fool. Now, you know he goes home every Saturday night, same time, and always with what's in the week still. That must be close to $500 or $600.
I'll bet 10.
He goes home all by himself and down the same dark street.
Yeah, and that Bruce Street's a real dark one, too.
Yes, it is that. Man's a fool, all right. Somebody could rob him anytime there's a mind to. 10, and, I just have to bump you 10 more.
Yeah, with no trouble either. Especially when he stops off at the bird cage for a snort before he starts home.
Well, he likes to celebrate the end of each week. Cards?
2.
2.
Then he don't even see so good. Or he wouldn't even have to worry about him recognizing you.
Dealer takes one, gentlemen. Well, of course, it was the Clanton that was to do it. He'd make sure he didn't.
I'll bet 10. Yes, sir, that'd be real easy pickings.
Well, how come the Clantons don't do something about it?
Why, old man Clanton gave up that kind of thing when he was a rosy-cheeked boy. 10, and I'll just have to make that a little sweeter by another $20, gentlemen.
No, that's too rich for my blood.
See ya.
You see, old man Clanton, he likes to go for the big stuff like I do.
Shotgun.
Howdy, Miss Nellie. Wyatt just sent me over to check on the old judge and make sure he's in bed.
Where else would he be? He's sound asleep.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Shotgun, is something going on?
Well, I guess you could say so.
You know, I wish that old judge never come here, Miss Nellie.
Why, what's the matter?
Well, Wyatt's took on his troubles. Now he's going to meet Dance. He just might get himself gunned.
How do you know? Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am, I'm sure. I even know when and where. A little after 9 down on Bruce Street in there first.
Why aren't you down there?
Well, I'm going. Even though Wyatt told me to keep my nose out of it, said I might gum things up.
Well, you get on down there right now.
Yes.
Don't pay any attention to Wyatt.
Dance?
Who is it?
It's me, Judge Wagoner. And now I'm going to carry out this sentence.
No, no. You don't get me to fall for that. I saw the empty gun.
It's not empty this time.
I told you. You can't do a thing to me.
Can't I? Marshal, is he dead?
Yes, he's dead.
I'm glad I didn't let you interfere this time.
Judge, if only you'd waited a little.
My time was running out anyway.
But I would have gotten Dance for you.
You might have been hurt. But this is the last.
The last what?
The last killing that Dance will ever commit. But this one won't be on my conscience.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Many of the men and women who peopled the early West were unschooled and unlettered, primitive in their thoughts and their passions. Such people could be warm friends or deadly enemies, and often, too often, they brought trouble to Dodge City and Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, all right. I'll be right back out.
Now, let's see. If Wyatt's here and I'm here... Howdy. What can I do for you?
You ain't Wyatt Earp. He's better looking.
Well, I reckon you broke plenty of mirrors in your time, too, Grandpa.
I reckon. Fella once said my mule is better looking than me.
Mules? You got mules?
Yeah, I got 3 span outside there.
Sit down.
Thanks.
You a mule skinner?
No, I'm a freighter. Business for myself.
Well, Marshal Earp ain't here right now. I'm his chief deputy, Shotgun Gibbs. You know, old man likes mules. Can't be as bad as you look.
You like mules too, huh?
Sure do. Ride one. Better than a horse. Now tell me, what can I do for you?
Oh, nothing, Mr. Gibbs. Just put me in touch with Wyatt. I knowed him back in Wichita. I thought I'd look him up. McGuffin's his name.
Hey, is that one of yours?
Yeah, it's Mike, my lead mule. He wants me. Must be something wrong. I'll be right back. I suspected you might.
What, Sam?
Try to steal the map and desert me. First railroad town we come to.
What you saying, man?
Want to get to Arizona ahead of me, so you got it all to yourself, eh?
Now, Sam...
He's letting you in on everything just out of kindness. Well?
So wait. I didn't mean anything. Don't hit me, Sam.
You want to run to Arizona? Well, all right, then. You run. Hop! Sam,
I'll give it back to you, Sam. Don't hit me, Sam. Let's go.
Where were you?
Back in the jail section. This here feller says he's a friend of yours.
I was once, anyway. Sam McGuffin. Is this any way to treat an old friend, Wyatt?
Well, is that any way to treat your swamper?
Yeah, the swamper's no good.
All right, we'll figure out some other way to do it. You kill a man with a whip like that.
Yeah, you ought to throw him in jail, Marshal.
You shut up or I'll hide you with my bare hands.
Just you try it.
If you fellas want to argue, you go someplace else and do it.
There ain't gonna be no argument. Just let him get out of here. Only give me back what's mine.
You steal something from me?
I decided to get rid of him come Dodge anyway. He don't know how to treat mules. He abuses them. He ain't no real mule man.
No, who wants to be? Who wants to be a filthy old mule skinner like you?
Wait a minute. You better get out of here while you get the chance, mister.
Just give me back what's mine.
It's part mine, too. We're supposed to be partners.
Only if you went all the way, if you helped me take that team through to Arizona. You deserted. Now all agreements is off. You're stealing what belongs to me.
You got something of his, you better give it back to him.
All
Wyatt. Go on back to Arizona. Back to Wichita. Anywhere suits me.
I'll fix you. You know better than your filthy mule.
Wait a minute. Just take it easy, Sam. Just take it easy. He tried to steal something from you of value?
Maybe. He just wasn't no good, Wyatt. I don't know why I ever thought to take him along to Arizona.
You gonna pull that load all the way?
No, I'm just taking it on a little ways further, and I'm going on empty. Immigration, you might say.
How come Arizona after so many long years in Wichita?
Them railroads is putting us freighters out of business, Wyatt.
Well, Arizona's a long way to go on chance, much less alone.
I don't know why I ever asked him. Company, I guess.
Well, them mules of yours are mighty good company.
They are. Especially Mike. You know, he's my leader. He's the best blame mule I ever owned. He's almost human, he's so smart.
You know, I got one just like him. Call him Roscoe. Knows dang near everything I tell him. Your Mike don't get along with that mister, I take it.
He don't. Caught him beating Mike one day.
Is that so? Only justice you done the same to him.
Only not with the black snake. Now, you know it's a lethal weapon, Sam. You hit a man with that and you can kill him, you know that.
You know I don't hit nothing I don't aim to, Wyatt. Fella needs a lesson, that one.
Well, let's forget it. Hey, why don't you let me buy you supper tonight? We can talk over old times, huh?
I will, if you wait till I take this load out of town and make camp. Feed the animals and bed them down.
Sure, I'll come along with you, bring you back.
Good, good, good. Follow Mike! Take him out!
Sure some feller, ain't he, Wyatt?
Yeah, he is. He's one of the best.
You know, I come nigh on to 14 miles out of my way to see you, son. I'm getting soft and balmy in my old age, huh?
Let's just say that you're sentimental, Sam. There you go, Sam. Watch yourself.
Thanks, Wyatt. Thanks for the ride.
It's good to see you again, Sam, after so many years. Good to chew the fat with you.
Hey, that Delmonico sure puts on a fine spread.
Well, we'll eat there again when you come back, huh?
Ain't likely, Wyatt.
Good luck to you, Sam.
Thanks. Something ain't right.
What's the matter?
Something ain't right. Mike usually says hello. White! He's gone! Why? He was speaking it right here.
Well, he couldn't have strayed far.
He didn't stray. rope's cut. Must have been someone who knowed how valuable Mike is. There's only one man around here like that.
Fuller? Hmm? Oh, he could have told somebody else.
It was that Fuller, all right. Who else had rummaged looking for the map?
Did he get it?
No, I got it right here. I reckon you figured it was something like that, huh?
Yeah, but map to what?
Yeah, it's a gold mine over in Arizona in the Superstition Mountains, just south of the two-storm Pueblo. But that don't matter now. I got to get that mule back. Get out of my way, son.
Sam. Sam.
Sam, wait a minute. Now, you have every chance in the world to find that mule, but just take it easy. Relax. Now, a valuable animal like that is easily identified. He'd probably take it a long way from Dodge before he tries to sell him.
Then we got to get him before he can sell Mike. Wyatt, you got to help me. I don't know too much about tracking.
Sure, Sam, I'll help you. But not tonight. The moon is down. We'll wait till morning, huh?
Oh, you expect me to wait around here until morning knowing that Mike's out there somewhere needing me and that skunk Fuller? Well, look, see, even I can see his tracks are going this way. If we go now, we might come up on him camping. He can't get too far tonight.
Sam.
But Wyatt, I just got to go.
Sam, believe me, I know my business. Now, we'll save time if we wait till morning to make sure we got the right trail. Now, the man's got to take a rest sometime.
Yeah. It's what he does best. I guess you're right, son.
Hello, MacGuffin.
Fuller, where's Mike? What have you done with him?
He's in a safe place.
If you hurt him, I'll kill you.
Wait a minute, Sam. You let me handle this.
I got a gun now, MacGuffin. You ain't gonna whip me again.
You're not as smart as I thought you'd be, Mr. Fuller. I figured you'd be real long gone from here by now.
I will be this time tomorrow. I'm taking a train from here on.
Not if you stole that mule, you're not.
You can't prove I took his mule.
You just admitted it, didn't you?
No, I haven't. I said I put it in a safe place. Maybe I found that mule wandering around, so I tied him up in a safe place, and I come to tell the owner where he was.
That rope was cut. You wouldn't just happen to know something about that, would you?
You can't prove I had anything to do with that.
Maybe I can.
You shouldn't try, Marshal. Sam wouldn't like it.
What do you mean, Fuller?
He means, Sam, that if I arrest him, he might lose his tongue.
Or I might just forget where that mule's tied up at.
I'll kill you.
All right, Sam. Maybe we won't have to use his memory. We'll probably track that mule anyway.
I wouldn't bank on that, Marshal. Some pretty rough places we went through.
I'll kill you.
No, I don't think so. Because likely you'll never see me again. I'm taking that 5 o'clock train west in the morning. By the time you get to Arizona, I'll be come and gone.
Why'd you come back here, then? Out of the kindness of your heart?
Oh, now, Marshal, you ain't got no call to be sarcastic.
Haven't I?
No. I know how Sam here hankers after that lead mule of his. It's real touching, ain't it? So I thought he ought to know where the animal was. Of course, I did kind of expect some kind of a reward.
Like the map, maybe, huh?
Yeah. I was promised half interest in it.
That's extortion, Fuller.
Call it what you want, Marshal. I was promised.
You had enough of this, Sam?
No. Wait a minute, Wyatt.
Sam, don't let him get away with this. You don't have to.
I want Mike back.
You'll get him back.
Oh, maybe so, maybe not. I can't take that chance.
Sam.
No!
And if he won't prosecute, you ain't got no case against me, have you, Marshal? Huh? All right, MacGuffin, where's the map?
There. Now, where's Mike? Tell me.
Oh, wait a minute. There's one other part of this agreement's got to be understood.
What?
Nobody's going to interfere with my getting on that train in the morning. I don't know you, Marshal. But I do know Sam's word's good.
Is yours?
Yeah, how do we know you ain't lying?
You just have to trust me, that's all. I swear to you, you'll find the mule where I tell you.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you my word. Now, where is he? Tell me.
Well, you go south, across the river and onto the bluffs. Then west to the second wash that cuts them. You go up that about a mile or so, past a grove of cottonwoods to some thick brush. The mule's in there.
He'd better be.
Sam, we ought to take him with us.
I know, but I promised Wyatt.
All right. But, Mr. Fuller, you better never show your face in Dodge as long as I'm Marshal.
Don't you worry, Marshal. From now on, I'm finished with these filthy little towns like yours. When I clean this out, I'm heading for the real Delmonico's, Marshal. In New York.
You think he's lying about old Mike?
I hope not, Sam.
I don't know what I'd do without old Mike. But I'd find that man all right if I had to hunt forever.
You know, Sam, most folks would think that you made a bad deal, trading an old mule like that for a possible gold mine.
Them folks ain't learned to know about animals. Animals got feelings just like people.
Still, most folks would take the gold mine.
I never wanted that, really. Just an excuse, I guess, to try a new country. Besides, I ain't so sure that old coot who gave it to me wasn't loco.
Didn't you say that mine was in the Superstition Mountains, just south of Tucson, Pueblo?
Yeah, just a little ways.
Well, that must be a mistake. Superstition Mountains, they're way far north.
Oh, no, I remember that map perfect. I can see it right in front of my eyes. If I ever get there, I can go right to it. Maybe I'll never get there, huh?
Sure, you'll make it.
What would I do with a whole lot of money? I'm just an old mule skinner.
It's just as well you didn't go to Arizona with Fuller. A man like that, he wouldn't hesitate to kill for gold.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is all for the best. All except Mike. Wyatt, you just got to help me find Mike.
We'll find him, Sam. I know right where that Cottonwood Grove is, and I can find my way there in the dark.
Good. I'll go saddle a mule right away.
We ought to be around here somewhere.
I don't know. Mike ought to be saying hello by now. Wyatt, bring that lantern here. Mike! Why? What? He didn't have to do that. Why did he have to do that, Wyatt?
Just out of spite, I guess. You thought he'd be on that train before you found out. Well, he made a mistake. We'll be back in Dodge before 5 o'clock. Come on.
No. I ain't gotta bury Mike.
Sam, we'll be back later. A few hours aren't gonna make any difference to Mike now.
I guess you're right. We got to get that Fuller. We got to get that mister.
We'll leave him here. I want to surprise him. Get over that fence. Hear that? It's a 5 o'clock coming.
Give me your gun, Wyatt.
No, Sam. Now, this is my job. You let me handle it. Now, you wait here.
What? You aim to take him alive?
Of course. You'll stand trial and go to jail.
For what? Horse stealing?
And extortion.
But this is murder.
Look, Sam, not to the law, it isn't.
I don't care nothing about what the law says.
Sam, I know how you feel.
I got to for Mike.
Sam, I'm going to stay out of it. I'm telling you, wait here. Look, Sam, the man has got a gun and you're unarmed, and even if
Then you said yourself this was a lethal weapon. Now I'll show you. Now get out of my way, Wyatt.
No. You stay here.
Wyatt! If I have to fight you first, Wyatt, I will. I don't want to, but I will.
Then you're gonna have to.
I don't want to hurt you, but that man don't deserve to live, and he ain't going to. Now get out of my way.
No. Sorry, Sam. Hold it right there, Fuller.
Why, Marshal, how did you know it?
I found out in time to get back here and arrest you.
All right, Marshal,
That wasn't smart, Fuller. You're not gonna get away. I'm gonna come after you.
You come over that fence, I'll pick you up. I'll shoot to kill.
Well, you better start shooting because I'm gonna take you. A couple of years aren't gonna be as bad as that slug you're asking for. Now, once more, you gonna give yourself up?
Move over there, boy. Move over.
What is it, Wyatt? What happened here? Let's go get Sam. He's over by this shed. Sam, you all right? Awful sorry I had to hit you so hard.
Yeah, you gave me a heck of a bump. I heard gunfire. You get him?
No. Your mule got him. Stomped him to death.
Mule? Then you didn't have to.
No.
He didn't deserve to live.
I took this out of his pocket. That map's a hoax, Sam. There's no terrain like that around Tucson, Pueblo.
Yeah, I kind of suspected it. Don't matter, though. I guess I'll go along there anyway. Still kind of glad things turned out the way they did.
So am I, Sam. Because I can't arrest a mule for murder.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp,
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Dodge City, on a bright September morning in 1878, awoke to what its residents thought was just the start of another heat wave, a scorcher. To Marshal Wyatt Earp and his deputies, a very hot day meant more than the usual run of trouble.
Oh, she'll hit 105 today, I'll bet you.
At least. Last of the summer heat is always the worst. Mind your manners, Mr. Gibbs. Oh, Miss Mamie.
Ice, real sure enough ice.
It's for the prisoners.
You, brought it all for, Mr. Lon Kermit, huh?
No, it's for all the prisoners. Lon's nothing special to me.
Oh, I see. Well, I tell you, Mr. Gibbs, you take all this nice ice in there and distribute it to the prisoners, courtesy of Miss Mamie.
Well, you can have some too, Marshal.
Well, thank you very much. That's mighty kind of you, but, well, I'll donate my share to Mr. Gibbs over there.
Well, now, that's mighty kind to you. I'll save mine for Roscoe. He's sure feeling the heat today.
Well, Miss Mamie.
Yes, sir?
If you'd, like to go in there and say howdy to Lon, I'm sure he'd probably like to thank you for, bringing that ice.
No, Lon's been wicked.
Well, he hasn't been that wicked, though. He just got a little bit drunk, shut up the Long Branch Saloon.
Oh, he doesn't care about me. I just work at the hotel where he stays, making beds and sweeping floors. But thanks all the same, Marshal. I can get some more ice this afternoon.
You know, Mr. Kirby, this is the first time I've been any place in a long time.
Well, we'll just stamp your ticket and you'll be on your way. Now, remember, Mrs. Jones, you changed cars in Kansas City. And we ask you to hurry just a little bit if train number 11 is a little behind. Urgent. Excuse me, Miss Jones. Urgent. Cyclone warning. Storm 60 miles southwest of Dodge. Headed your way. Gathering force. Cyclone's coming.
Cyclone. Oh, cancel this, Mr. Kirby. I've got to get home.
Cyclone coming! Big cyclone! Cyclone! Cyclone coming! It'll be here in an hour! Better head for the storm cellars! Cyclone coming! It's a real twister! Cyclone!
George, somebody hire you yell that as a practical joke?
No, sir, Mr. Earp. It's the truth. It come over the telegraph wire. You can ask Mr. Kirby at the station.
All right, now you go on home. People will find out about it soon enough already without you yelling about it. Now go on.
Okay,
No more yelling.
Which way is she heading now?
Quiet, please. We're busy with train orders. 2 passenger trains and freight. We're worried.
He won't tell us a thing, Mr. Earp.
Just talking to himself.
Take it easy. No sense in getting excited. Garden City been hit?
I'm afraid we're going to have a cyclone. She swung north over near Garden City, then turned east. We are stopping all trains between Dodge and Garden City.
Have you heard from Mansfield, Charleston, Ingalls?
Mansfield, they can see the storm there.
Folks, she's still got quite a ways to travel. Maybe she'll blow herself out. Mr. Kirby, I'll send a deputy over. He'll get the latest word. You folks better go home just in case.
How long will it be, Mr. Earp?
Mr. Kirby will let us know in plenty of time. Now, you folks go on home. Stay close to your storm cellar.
You all heard the marshal. Let's go.
Anything I can do, Mr. Earp?
Now, Mrs. Kirby, you just take care of your husband.
Hurry up, man. Get those shutters on. Let's get on home.
That's right.
Did you lock the door?
Oh, I think so. Well, hurry up. Come on. Let's get
Mr. Gibbs, where's Wyatt?
Down to depot.
Has he notified the disaster committee?
What for?
Don't you know about cyclones?
Oh, that. There ain't gonna be none here.
Indeed now. Are you a weather prophet, Mr. Gibbs?
No, I ain't, but Roscoe is.
That mule? Fush.
There ain't no fush about it, Mr. Mayor. Take a good look at him. Roscoe don't like cyclones or blizzards. First thing he does when one's a-comin' is to lay them ears right flat down. He starts to switching his tail. He ain't even bothered to lift his head and sniff the air.
Well, I don't take my weather information from a mule. Now you get Wyatt and tell the disaster committee to meet at Doc McCarty's office.
Well, it's a waste of time, but you're the boss. Don't get your feelings hurt, I believe you.
I'll be down there myself in a few minutes.
Is it true? About the cyclone?
Maybe.
You aim to keep Lon and the others locked up.
Why?
Well, this building couldn't stand a hard wind. And it ain't fair for Lon and the others not to know. Why, if a big
All
twister...
right, Miss Mamie. You go and tell Lon that I'm going to take care of him and all the prisoners.
Oh,
huh?
thanks, Mr. Earp.
I sent you over to the station. Mr. Kirby's still trying to track the storm.
Oh, Roscoe done already tracked it.
Oh, he has, huh?
Yeah. What you do about nothing, Wyatt. I told Kelly so, too. But he wants you to collect the disaster committee.
That's too soon. I don't want to take a chance of scaring the people. There are a lot of real high-flying clouds moving in fast from the west.
I better go check with Roscoe.
Wait a minute. I haven't had any trouble like a cyclone since I came to Dodge. I don't know how these townspeople are going to react to it.
Well, ain't you got no faith in Roscoe?
Mr. Gibbs, I haven't got time to consult with oracles. I'm going to give you a list of special deputies. You go round them up.
But Mr. Earp is a real nice fella. He won't keep you in here if the cyclone comes.
Well, I don't get it. Why are you worrying?
It's my sworn duty toward the unfortunate, that's all.
Well, thank you, miss, for the ice and everything.
Don't mention it. Well, I gotta go now. Is the storm getting worse, Mr. Earp?
Some high clouds forming. You round them up as fast as you can.
Well, ain't you even going to look at Roscoe?
I haven't got time. Now go on, move.
Clouds are getting thicker.
Well, Roscoe's ears still say no cyclone.
We've got a twister on our hands, all right. It's coming mighty fast, Joe.
Oh, it don't look like nothing but a thunderstorm to me. You know, I've been through a twister at Wichita, and it never started like this.
Hold it, hold it. That's Ike Mars at Charleston.
What's the message?
Blowing bad there, he says to warn Ingalls. He says... See, closed his key. I'll try Miles Grady at Ingalls.
That's too close. I'm reporting to Wyatt.
Where have you been, and where's the disaster committee?
You think it looks that bad?
We'll need more help than Miss Gertrude and Mrs. Ryan. Pass those mattresses down to me. And Wyatt.
I
at it.
Start rounding up some help.
How many gonna need?
Oh, at least a dozen if you can get them.
Be about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'll get him.
Come on, you men, get in. Come on.
All the men in there, get out here.
There's a cyclone coming, Gibbs.
Well, my mule says different. But you're all sworn as special deputies. Wyatt thinks he might need you.
Oh, Oscar, don't go with him. You can't do any good in a cyclone, except get blowed away.
Miss Jones ain't gonna be no cyclone blow here. But this thing can blow both barrels.
I think I'd better go with him, dear.
Mr. Driscoll, what's this here ice house?
Right. Come out of there! 5 members of the disaster committee! 'Tis without shame you are! Hiding like children from a thunderstorm! Quiet! Quiet! There they are. Take a look at them.
Stormin, Doc is gonna need you and the other ladies to help him.
I don't care what Doc needs. We've got the children down here.
That's no use, Mr. Kelly. I sent Shotgun Gibbs to get some special deputies. They're gonna have to help Doc.
Oh, Mrs. Gorman, here, I'll hand them down to you.
I'll hand them down.
2 women could handle these kids. They don't need the whole dozen of them.
Watch yourself. Now keep down. It's not blowing itself out and it's heading straight at us. You're going over to Doc's house. I'll try and find Mr. Gibbs. He's probably over at the jail.
But Wyatt, what about after? The looting and all?
Mr. Kelly, if that twister hits Dodge City, there won't be anything left to loot.
Dory, it's hit Engels.
Engels? But that's just west of here.
Quiet, quiet. Miles Grady is still sending. He says he can see the funnel cloud. He says it's taking houses at the edge of town. Stop sending. I guess he... I'll try to get Charleston.
That's enough. We've got to get out of here.
Dora, you go. Tell Marshal Earp will only be a few more moments.
Not without you.
Dora, you know I can't leave.
And I'm staying right here.
Boys, I reckon Wyatt will want us to patrol below the line. Them folks down there might get excited and start to stealing things.
I don't see any funnel yet, Shotgun.
Well, you ain't heard Roscoe kicking up no fuss, have you?
These all the men you could find?
Darn lucky to find them.
All right, going over to Doc McCarty's office on the double.
What about looting below the line, Wyatt?
If the living want to steal, let 'em. Doc will be needing you to pull out the dead and wounded.
That's straight thinking. Let's go, Joe.
It's the twister. I can see it.
No, not yet, Miss Mamie. But it is time to turn the line and the rest of the boys loose.
Oh, yes, hurry.
All right, shut up.
Shut up! All right, I'm letting you men out of here because it's only fair. Looks like that cyclone's going to blow in any second. Now, Doc McCarty's going to need a lot of men to help with rescue work. Mr. Kermit, you look like a husky man. You want to help the Doc? Well, I got to take care of her, Marshal. I owe her a favor.
I can't force any of you to help the Doc. When you get outside, you take a look at that sky and decide for yourself.
We're gonna help the doc. Come on, Lon. And the rest of you, too.
You say so, Mamie. Come on, boys. Let's go. Come on.
Come on, let's get out of this way.
Oh, we can kill them.
He ain't funneled yet, Doc.
She will.
Where's Wyatt?
I turned their prisoners loose.
All right.
Now listen, all of you. When the twister forms, we'll go into the storm cellar. As soon as it passes, Marshal Earp and Mr. Gibbs will lead the rescue parties. There'll be a lot of casualties we can save by prompt action. Now I'll divide my time between the two rescue groups. If you have any doubt about the injured, send for me. Otherwise...
boys, Lon?
They run off.
Lon will fix them, Mr. Gibbs.
They won't get far. Never mind that now. I want to repeat my instructions. We haven't much time. Now remember, when the twister forms, we'll go into the storm cellar.
There she is, the cyclone. She's coming to work vengeance on this wicked town. Why don't you run? I'll tell you why. Because there's no place to run to. She's coming too fast. All your rotten sins are rolled up in that big black cloud. Fall down on your knees and repent. Repent, I say, and beg for mercy. For mercy is the only thing that can save you now.
Come on, everybody. Let's take cover in the ice house.
They won't let us. It's jammed full.
They'll let us in. Come on. That's all. We're coming in, Driscoll. There's no more room. Make room. That's far enough. Who says? I'm warning you.
You killed him, you murderer!
Stop it! No more shooting. We can take care of you girls. The men can lie close to the wall and be safe enough.
Thanks. Come on, girls.
Help me with a minute.
Take a look over yonder. George! Reggie! Come here.
My dog! He'll get blown away!
Now, look, I'll find your dog, Muggsy. You go on back to the storm cellar and wait.
Please, Mr. Earp, he'll get hurt!
So will you. You see that cyclone coming? Now you go on back to the storm cellar. I'll find your dog. Go on.
Yes, sir.
Bugsy! Come here, boy! Bugsy! Bugsy! Come here, Bugsy. Bugsy! She's fun over here in a few minutes. Everybody inside! All right, everybody get inside! Well, come on, do what the doc tells you. I got to go find Wyatt. I'll help you. You get the cellar.
No, I'm gonna go with you and Mr. Gibbs.
Come on, Mama. Well, I'll take care of you in a minute. Here, take care of my hat. Now listen, matey. You got to get in that cellar. What are you doing here, son?
It's Marshal Earp. He'll get blown to Kingdom Come.
Earp? Where is he?
My dog ran into the Alamo Saloon. Marshal Earp went after him.
Mr. Jones, open the door.
George, come in here.
Earp's running after some fool door.
Oh, no.
Come on, Willie, let's go. Maybe there ain't a thing you can do to help, so why don't you get on down in the cellar?
We're helping to find Wyatt.
The fool's probably patrolling Front Street.
No reason for you being a fool, too, Kelly. That's a twister, a real big one.
Shotgun me will find him. The rest of you stay here.
No. Come on, Lon.
I'm coming, too. She's my girlfriend.
Let's move. Don't you need the doctor? Sit tight and keep the women quiet.
Quiet, he's the biggest fool in camp.
Come here. Muggsy! Now, Muggsy, you stay right there. Come here. Come on. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just take it real easy. Come on. Come here. Come on. Muggsy. Come here, Muggsy, you little nut. Come here.
Come here, Muggsy. Come on. Be a nice puppy. Come on, I'm not gonna hurt you. Big old cyclone coming out there, and I'm trying to save your life. Now, come on. Come on. That's it. Come on. That's good. Isn't that good? Yes, sir. You like that, huh? You like that?
Have you seen Wyatt?
No, but little George said he was on his way to the Alamo Saloon, chasing a stray pup.
Bart, help us all. Wyatt! Wyatt! Where are you?
I'm right in here.
Get in here. Wyatt, are you gone loco? Better make a run for it.
It's too late now. Kids have come.
We'd be better off in the street, lying down flat.
No, get down low, under the bar.
What do you think, Mr. Gibbs?
You're going to hit us, Wyatt?
He ain't gonna hit us. He's a veering south. She's a veering south. Take a look.
By golly, she is veering south.
She's passing.
Fed Roscoe. You know, I ought to give that mule out. But I ain't gonna scorn him.
Just take it easy, Muggsy. We'll go find Georgie, huh? You know, I think we all underestimated that mule.
Amen. All right, let's go.
All over, the cyclone moved south and missed us.
It's all clear, folks. You can come on out. Oh,
Thank the
that's
Lord.
wonderful.
Amen.
Come around. Folks, the storm is over. It's passed by. Come on. Everybody out. Oh, I'm glad to get out of there. Come on, Georgie. Here's Muggsy.
Muggsy! Muggsy! Thanks, Marshal Ert.
It's all right. Muggsy isn't trained too well. You better take him home and train him.
That's right, what I'm going to do now.
Seems kind of stupid going back to jail. We could take off.
No, you couldn't.
I told you, Lon. She's got you.
No, I reckon.
So, Roscoe, you're a real smart animal.
Well, that ain't news to me. Say, what are you gonna do with Lon and them other two fellers? Maybe just took them back to jail.
Well, I'm going to turn them loose, and then I'm going to go out and try to find those other two saddle tramps that ran away.
Now, that's favoritism, Wyatt. The people acted almost as good as Roscoe did, and they didn't know the cyclone wasn't going to hit.
Well, if I could afford it, I'd buy them all medals. Well, come to think of it, I wouldn't. Most of them knew in their hearts after that first panic was over that they acted like good people. Knowing that, it's better than having any old medal.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story
4 Clanton cowboys that killed the Wells Fargo guard. You turned them loose?
Had no other choice. Ran into a Clanton ambush. Shotgun was hurt. You yourself said that he might have died.
Yeah. Well, get a posse together. As many as you need to catch them.
Doctor, those men are guarded by 100 top guns. I'll not have amateurs killed, and they would be fighting the Clantons.
What? Doctor?
John, Wyatt doesn't want to use a posse.
Any other way, Wyatt?
Yes, sir. Go after them one at a time.
You'll never make it alone.
Doc, I don't want men to die backing me up.
Well, that's very commendable, Wyatt. It does you credit, but it's quite unrealistic. I'm going to run an editorial asking for volunteers for a posse.
Well, I can't stop you, but I'm going to get those killers my way.
Wyatt, you're a fool.
Now, you listen to me. You take a posse out there, you're going to have a running gunfight for miles. You can count on at least a dozen men getting killed or wounded.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Wyatt's refusal of the citizens' posse threatened to get him into serious trouble. No peace officer on the frontier could afford to let prisoners escape, and Marshal Earp had to recapture 4 men guarded by 100 guns. Wyatt must do it alone or lead a big posse into battle with the Clanton gang. And he couldn't know the infamous 10% ring at Tucson had ideas of their own.
You haven't told me the idea yet, Ben. Drag a man all the way to Tucson.
You'll be told, Mr. Clanton. Dan Priddy and the boys are waiting. They want to talk to you first.
Well, I ain't surrendering, my boys, for no necktie party in Tombstone. Worst idea you fellas come up with yet, and let me tell you...
Hold on, Clanton. Keep your temper.
Temper? I'm as mad as a Gila lizard with a bullet in his tail.
All
I'm
right,
ready
now that'll do. Sit down and listen.
Drag a man all the way to Tucson.
Washington and Governor Fremont have signed the order creating Cochise County.
Let me see them papers.
You'll have to surrender your boys. After all, we can't have a scandal in our new county the first week.
I told you I wouldn't let my men hang.
They won't hang. They won't even get a jail sentence.
Well, why don't you say so?
What we're trying to tell you is they're going to be fine. You have our word for it. You wouldn't doubt our word, would you?
Well, you never lied to me yet, Daniel. I'll tell the boys to turn themselves in.
Fine. Oh, ask Johnny Bean to step in, will you?
Johnny.
Good morning, gentlemen.
You've been made sheriff of Cochise County.
It went through.
I told you it would. How many witnesses has Wyatt Earp against the Clanton Cowboys?
Just one. Jake Devers, the stage driver.
Where is he?
Under guard in a hotel.
You see to it that he doesn't testify.
But, gentlemen, are you asking me to...
Oh, shut up, Bean. You don't have to do the job yourself. Hire the job done.
Well, yes, sir. Gentlemen.
Men wanted. 4 Clanton cowboys murdered the guard of a Wells Fargo stage last week. Marshal Wyatt Earp will lead a posse to arrest these men. The editor of the Epitaph has signed his name as first volunteer. All able-bodied men for law and order will sign their name. I'll sign mine.
I'll sign too.
Well, I don't know. You know, this is not the back working one of the same thing.
Howdy, Wyatt.
Oh, hi, Johnny. Where you been?
Tucson. Meet the new sheriff of Cochise County.
Hey, congratulations. You can hang on to this.
You could have had the job.
Oh, I doubt it. 10% ring, they wouldn't stand for it.
You can still be my chief deputy.
Well, I'll have to kind of think about that for a while. And by the way, there's your first job.
Job?
Yeah, Mr. Clum is organizing a posse to go after the Clanton gunman. Since Marshal White has no jurisdiction in the county, it'll be your duty as the new sheriff to lead him in.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I've already sent word for Clanton's boys to give themselves up.
You mean Pony Deal and the others are just going to ride in here and surrender?
It's all arranged. Let me buy you some coffee while we talk about the chief deputy job.
I'll be glad to have one with you later, but right now I better tell Mr. Clum. No use in having a posse now.
A new county, huh?
Yep.
Now, you say John Behan's going to be sheriff of this new county?
That's right.
And he's going to have the Clanton men surrender themselves, is that
That's
it?
what he said.
Well, it sounds rotten to me, White. I wonder where the fix is.
Well, he couldn't have fixed Judge Spicer.
No, that's true enough. He, talked to you about your legal status?
Well, I turned down the job as sheriff. He offered me the job of his chief deputy.
Well, that settles it. I'm going to call a meeting of the Citizens Protective Committee, White. I've known Johnny Behan in Tucson. I knew him again in Prescott. Of course, he's ingratiated himself here by helping to raise the hospital fund. But I think he's a member of the 10% ring.
So do I.
You what?
Well, I don't know, Miss Nellie. I think we ought to wait and see.
White, you're going to be his chief deputy?
No, I'm not a deputy sheriff anymore. The only jurisdiction I have is in federal cases.
Yes, that's right, isn't it?
Then what can we do?
I'd say we get Mr. Clum appointed acting mayor.
Oh, no.
Now, Randall is under charges of malfeasance. He left town yesterday.
Then the other members of the city council can't object much if you, Doctor, and Miss Nellie insist.
That's right. I don't think they'll want to expose themselves.
Well, now, wait a minute, Miss Nellie. That's nice of you to say, but... well, I'm a newspaper man, not a politician. I can't be mayor.
John, this is an emergency.
He'll only have to serve until we can hold an election. The idea is for you to appoint Wyatt deputy city marshal under Marshal White.
Well, that's a good idea.
It's more than just a good idea. It's our only defense against Behan. Well, I've got to get back to the office. I move the meeting adjourned.
Just a minute, Doctor. I think my appointment ought to be kept secret for a day or so. And if Behan is a member of the 10% ring, well, he may show his hand.
I'm for that.
Well, I agree. Miss Nellie?
Back to the hospital?
Heard?
Yeah.
Yes. Good night, Miss Nellie.
Good night, Doc.
Good night. Good night, John.
Quiet. Good night.
Good night, Wyatt.
Good night.
Wyatt.
Oh, hello, John.
What was that all about? You know, if you're going to be my chief deputy, we shouldn't have any secrets.
Well, I've decided against that, Johnny.
Why?
Well, you're a politician and I'm not. Well, I don't think we get along.
How do you figure?
Well, there's one thing you haven't told me. How come old man Clanton would surrender his boys to you?
A lawyer advised it. They don't think you have a case.
You agree with him?
Well, it's your case. I wasn't sheriff when the killing happened. I'm just helping out. If you'd throw in with me, we could split $40,000 a year. Fees and bounties.
That's a lot of money. Well, I better check on Doc. He's been in the poker game most of the night. See you later.
Ante up, Gibbs.
Where's your money?
Most of it's laying right there in front of you two fellers.
Let's let him off the hook, Doc. Well, Doc and I has been whipsawing you. Three-handed poker always leads into temptation.
Well, you wouldn't cheat me, would you, Doc?
Bet your life I would.
Well, if that don't take on.
I'd cheat Wyatt, too, if he didn't know so much about poker. Speaking of the deacon.
Lock it again. Well, gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Behan is our new sheriff of our new county.
You're joshing.
No, official.
Is he wearing a gun?
He said old man Clanton is sending Pony Deal and the others in to surrender.
What's the fix?
I don't know. We better get Mr. Devers over to another hotel. You're our only witness to the murder. We'll put him over at Miss Cashman's.
Well, that'd be a waste of energy. I'll go shoot Johnny Bean myself.
That isn't going to help.
I never did like Bean. This is the time we gotta go start shooting, Wyatt. I've told you that, and Shotgun's told you. We should have killed Pony and his boys without trying to bring them here for a trial they don't deserve.
Now, wait a minute. No fool's play, Doc. Bean's wearing a star this time.
That's right, Doc. They'd hang you for sure.
Maybe I can insult Johnny into drawing first.
No, they'd still hang you. Well, maybe I was wrong about Bean. We could have misjudged him.
It ain't likely. Here comes Pony and his boys.
There's only one reason they'd surrender to Bean. Are you satisfied now he ought to be killed?
He isn't worth hanging for. Mr. Gibbs, we're going to move Mr. Devers.
I ain't scared, Wyatt.
Well, I am. Doc, you give him a hand. I want to talk to those Clantons.
Well, Ben? Don't say anything out here. Inside, quick. In here.
I want to know, has Devers been killed yet?
Not so loud.
Old man Clanton told us you'd have him killed by now.
I know, Pony. You wait in here. You've got nothing to worry about. You'll be told the whole thing later.
All right, but it better be good.
Oh, Wyatt. I just locked up the men you were after.
Well, thank you kindly. Any objection if I talk to him?
Not at all. Help yourself.
You must have known you'd hang. Somebody promised you an easy sentence or an acquittal?
We don't tell you what our lawyers are going to prove.
I see, an alibi. Well, I guess that could be rigged. I wish you luck.
Well?
They've rigged an alibi. Would you do anything about that?
Great Scott, why would I?
I'm trying to believe in you, Johnny, but you got those boys in here too easy.
Maybe they do have an alibi. The stage driver could have been mistaken.
No, he couldn't. They didn't even bother to keep on their masks.
You trying to get me mixed up in this? I did you a favor when I persuaded old man Clanton to send those fellows in.
Why would Clanton do you a favor?
Lots of reasons. I'm the sheriff now. I collect taxes. This is a new county. The old man doesn't know how he stands. And I won't take an insult from you or anyone else.
Well, if the shoe fits, Johnny, you call me out.
What good would that do? You're faster with a gun, but if you killed me, they'd hang you. Look, I tried to make you my chief deputy. And I tried to be friends, Wyatt.
I tried too. I needed friends in this town.
Everybody rise. Circuit Court of Cochise County, now in session. Judge Spicer presiding.
Order in the court. Mr. Bean, bring in the prisoners.
You men are charged with the murder of Tony Briscoe, a Wells Fargo guard. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Earp, I believe you have an eyewitness.
Yes, sir. They're bringing him over from the hotel.
This here polecat shot our only witness.
Now, you could have just winged him. You might have been able to tell us who hired him to have it done.
It would have cost him his life to do it, just as it cost Jake Davis.
And now we haven't got a case.
You better toughen up, Wyatt. This is a shooting town.
I done the best I could, White. I called to him to halt. Besides, it ain't easy to wing a man with a 10-gauge slug.
Well, what's done is done. I'll have to go tell Judge Spicer. Take care of him.
Our witness, Mr. Devers, has just been murdered, and his guards killed the murderer. But if the court will grant a continuance, I'm sure I can find the man or the men who had this done.
He never had no case against us, and now he admits it.
Sit down. Do you have any information which might lead to the men who hired the murderer?
Not right now, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Earp. The court cannot hold anyone without reasonable evidence. It is this court's unpleasant duty to dismiss the case.
Well, Doc, the judge turned them fellers loose.
Where's Johnny Bean?
Over at that fancy new office of his in the courthouse, I reckon.
Mr. Gibbs, it is my considered judgment that Johnny Bean hired that killer.
Yeah, mine too. But we can't hardly prove that.
This is my judge and jury. You go tell Johnny Bean that I'm gonna shoot him on sight.
Yeah, you just try that and they're gonna hang you.
Yeah, I know. They'll hang me. They haven't got much time left anyway. I don't know a better way for a man to die.
Doc, you're a mite sad.
Yes. I'll clear that up right now. It's just like clear, cool water running through a slightly fevered brain. Mr. Gibbs, you're a man of the frontier. How long do you think it'll be before Bean hires another gun to bushwhack Wyatt?
Yeah, it's got me worried, Doc. That feller today had one of them magnifying sights on his rifle. Picked off poor old Jake right betwixt us.
Mr. Gibbs, we're wasting precious time. We'd better get Johnny Bean out of this world right now before I have another coughing spell.
Now, Wyatt ain't gonna favor you killing him.
We'll present Deacon Earp with a fait accompli.
A fait of what?
Fait accompli. That's French for killing first and telling Wyatt later. Well, are you going to present the challenge, or do I have to expend precious breath?
No, you just keep your seat. I'll go tell that runny hog.
Mr. Gibbs, you're a prince of royal blood, sir.
Wyatt, it's too bad.
Oh, it's worse than too bad.
Well, all we can do now is try to link John Bean with the 10% ring. Here's your deputy marshal's badge. Pin it on.
There's no point in warning Johnny what we suspect. We'll just let him get overconfident. We'll keep this hidden for a while.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Wyatt! You better come quick.
What's wrong now?
Doc and Johnny Bean are going to have a shootout over in front of the courthouse. Now, I favored it at first, but the more I got... Oh, that feller sure can move, can he?
Come on out, Sheriff. I want to see the kind of peace officer the ring sent to Tombstone. Bean, I said come out. And come healed.
Now, just a moment, Dr. Holliday. I want the witnesses to observe that you're drunk and you challenged me to a gunfight.
I'll give you the first shot. You draw first.
No, Doc.
Go on inside. I'll cool him off.
You'd better. If he shoots at me, he'll hang.
And you'll be dead. That's a fair exchange.
He means it. Go on inside.
I want him arrested for threatening me. I'm an officer of the law.
Get inside like I told you. Stay there and shut up.
All right, but I want the records to show that I didn't fear him.
Doc, you need some sleep.
You'll regret this to your dying day.
All right, all right.
He's thrown in with the Clantons.
We can't prove that.
Deacon and Tombstone, you can't prove anything. You just shoot on a reasonable suspicion.
Deputy Town Marshal, Mr. Clanton. Now, you and your son are going to jail.
On what charge?
Shooting at a peace officer and galloping horses down Allen Street.
Well, I ain't going.
No?
No.
Let's go.
All right. Then what happened, Wyatt?
Well, then Judge Spicer fined them $50 apiece, sentenced them to a night in jail.
Well, a $50 fine certainly isn't important, but that night in jail, that's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Turn the Clantons loose?
I had no choice. Their lawyer came in with a writ of habeas corpus.
What do you mean you had no choice? They were sentenced by Judge Spicer. You could have kept them for 24 hours. You know that.
All right. I know that.
Well, I know something else, finally. You belong to the Clantons and the 10% ring. Mr. Bean, among other things, you're a pipsqueak and a weakling.
You can't talk to me that way.
Why not?
I'm the sheriff. You'd better be careful.
No, you be careful. Now, you've gone too far today. You had my witness killed, got Pony Deal released, and now you let my prisoners go. 3 victories in one day. That's too many for a new sheriff. Now, don't you ever give me proof or I'm going to toss you in jail. And don't go for that gun. In your honor, my trigger finger just might slip.
Up the country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story
far enough. Hold it right there. I got dynamite planted underneath this whole street. You're bluffing, Earp. We want Curly Bill. Turn him loose, Earp. Now, you men listen and listen good. I'm not turning my prisoner over to you. Any man that makes a rush for this jail is going to get hurt. Now, don't try it. Earp's bluffing. Move on.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Marshal Wyatt Earp had dealt with Curly Bill Brocious many times when that notorious gunman had visited Dodge City. Although he robbed and rustled cattle and was a brutal thug to whom murder was routine, in leisure hours he could be good-natured. So on the day when Curly decided to celebrate his birthday in Tombstone, Wyatt didn't know whether the day would result in fun-making or trouble.
I seen that, Doc. You put that back. Man plays checkers with you needs 4 eyeballs. Howdy, Chief.
Wyatt isn't back yet?
No, sir, he ain't.
Quiet. I'm studying the next move. I'm sorry to interrupt your game, Doc, but the entire Clanton outfit just rode into town. In the middle of the week? It seems that it's Curly Bill Brocious' birthday. They're overflowing the Birdcage and the Oriental.
Brocious never had any birthday. He wasn't born. He was hatched out of a rattlesnake's egg.
Trouble, Doc. I hope that's Wyatt coming now.
Howdy.
Hello, Wyatt.
Mr. Gibbs, you and Doc go check out the Clantons.
Now, don't touch this board. I got Gibbs and 3 more moves. You ought to play a little more checkers, Deacon. It might arouse the killer fever.
Yeah, well, that's just what I don't want today. Keep Doc from fighting.
All we're after is a head count on the Clantons and an idea of what they're up to.
All right, Chief.
Just a minute, Fred.
Well, it's going to take all of us, you know.
Yeah, I know that, but I'd like to talk to you a minute. Sit down, would you? Well, I've been kind of wanting to caution you for a long time.
Caution me? About what?
Well, sir, I know it's not my place to tell you how to be a peace officer. You've been at it a lot longer than I have, but... Well, you worry me, Fred. It just never occurs to you that a hoodlum could start shooting.
Now, what man would want to shoot me?
Well, a fella does things when he's drunk that he wouldn't do when he's sober.
Yeah, I know that. But I don't take any chances.
Oh, yes, you do, Fred. You sure do. You're too brave for your own good. Now, it's going to be rough today. There'll be a lot of Clantons in town wanting to whoop it up. We know that. If they get mean about it, we put them in jail.
Well, that's what we always do.
I know that. But you take your life in your hands every time you try to talk a cowboy out of fighting.
I have to do my work in my own way, Wyatt. What would you have me do?
Just don't argue with them so long. You know, you can only be wrong once in this game.
That's right. Thanks, Wyatt. You're a good friend. I'll be careful.
Curly, it's your birthday! Happy birthday, Curly! Come on, Curly! Come on, Doc, to freeze bread.
Us boys are setting him up for Curly. I came to pay my respects to the gentleman.
How old are you, Curly?
I don't know and I don't care.
How do you know it's your birthday?
Johnny Ringo says it's my birthday. You gonna argue with Ringo?
Hello, Doc.
Howdy, Doc.
You and me. Old man Clanton's really buying, but we ain't told him yet.
Thank you, Curly. I consider it an honor to congratulate one of the world's most likable scamps on his natal day.
Did you hear that, boys? Doc and me's had our differences, but he comes around on my birthday. Good old Doc.
Give him a glass. Here you are, Doc.
Thank you. Your birthday, sir. Not bad?
Not bad, he says. That bourbon's 15 years old.
Grows on you.
Tell me, Curly, do you have the whole celebration planned?
We sure have. We're gonna stay here for a while, ain't we, boys? We're gonna shoot up Allen Street. Now we're all going to the dance hall.
Got any better ideas, Doc? No, I'd say that's perfect. Happy birthday, my dear Brocious.
Parties are starting, Doc.
I'll be back. Save me some of that aged nectar.
Sure will. Hey, Buster, keep a bottle of this just for Doc, huh?
Hey, Curly, you're always cussing Doc Holliday. You hate him.
Oh, forget it. Doc's all right. Step up, boys. Come on, Ethan. It's my birthday. Hey, Jimmy. Come on, have a drink. Jimmy. That's 15 years old.
How about a beer, huh? When you gonna lock us up, Marshal?
Party's getting stale.
Stale? You think so?
Yeah, I thought you said we were gonna shoot up Allen Street.
That's right. Get the gun.
Yeah, let's get quiet! Quiet! You heard him. Quiet. I'm Curly Bill. This is my birthday. We gotta celebrate good. All right, everybody, get your guns.
You can hear as good as I can, Ben. You're supposed to be the sheriff of this county. You going to do anything about those guns out there?
Fred, you're giving too much importance to a little noise and fun-making.
Maybe that I am. But we both know that guns and liquor are a bad mixture. I aim to do what my job calls for. Do you?
You don't have to do anything. They'll go home after a while. Nothing will happen.
Then you won't help me disarm them?
No. And you're an old fool if you think you can take guns away from the Clanton boys. Go to bed and shut your ears.
You're a puny excuse for a sheriff, Ben. I'll return this favor someday. Good evening, Curly.
Fred White, good old Fred. How do you think?
No, thanks. Better let me have your gun, Curly.
Gun? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we're going to shoot up Brazil, Fred.
Not on your birthday.
Birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Shoot up the jail tomorrow, Curly.
Tomorrow? All right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Let me have your gun. I'll keep it for you. Your gun, Curly. I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it.
How bad is it, Fred?
Stomach.
Get him over to Dr. Goodfellow. If he's not there, find him.
You two, lend a hand.
All right, get off the street. Rack your guns and been enough shooting for one day. Go on, move.
Oh, it's a blessing up. Come on, Curly, it's your birthday. Breaking up a good party.
What happened? Who shot old Fred?
You did.
Me? No, I didn't. I didn't mean to.
I saw it. I know you didn't mean to. You're going to jail anyway.
All right.
Fred. Fred. Do you think that Brocious meant to shoot you?
No. I asked for his gun. He took it out of the holster. I was afraid he might change his mind. I grabbed the barrel and yanked it. I made the gun fire.
That's exactly the way I saw it happen. Fred, would you try and sign this now? Right here. Has he got any chance?
What? The whole town's a ganging up to hang Hurley Bill if Fred don't make it.
Dr. Goodfellow, I'm going to have to leave. You go on over and talk to Dick Gerd. Tell him I want some dynamite. About 200 feet of fuse.
Got an idea, Wyatt?
You know, I aim to plant dynamite underneath Allen Street in a circle around the jail.
You think it's going to get that bad?
Well, I hope it doesn't, but I want to be prepared if it does. Go ahead.
Of course, if they should try to rush the jail, you only play it to scare them, right, Wyatt? Might seem too impertinent of me, but when are you going to start killing?
Never, I hope.
The last words of a tender-hearted church deacon.
But I...
That table. Come on. Pick up the lantern.
Come on, get on down there in a hurry, and I'll hand you the dynamite.
Well, let me get this here lantern lit. I ain't got the eyes of a bat, you know.
You never have any trouble seeing a silver dollar at 100 feet. Here. The dynamite. There's the first line. You got it?
Yep.
Run it down.
Boys, it's all over. Now listen, you men. Fred White was our friend. He was the best man this town ever had. Brocious murdered him. We ain't wasting time on a trial.
You're right, Cookie. He doesn't deserve a trial.
Look it up.
Fred White's gone. With the Clantons in jail and the mob on its way, why don't you let nature take its course?
Curly didn't mean to shoot Mr. White. The rest of the Clantons were only drunk and disorderly.
There ain't one of them who doesn't deserve to hang for some reason.
Don't tempt me. Give me that line, will you?
That mob's almost here. What are you doing about it?
The best I can, Mr. Clanton. Did you leave your horse out front?
Well, sure.
Move him around back.
I'm coming in with the rest of my men. That mob can't hang Curly Bill and leave this town standing.
We'll stop him, Mr. Clanton. Mr. Gibbs?
When you hear me fire a shot, you let off the first blast.
Get on out there, Wyatt. I can hear them tramping towards us.
That's far enough. Hold it right there. I got dynamite planted underneath this whole street. You're bluffing, Earp. We want Curly Bill. Turn him loose, Earp. Now, you men listen and listen good. I'm not turning my prisoner over to you. Any man that makes a rush for this jail is going to get hurt. Now, don't try it. Earp's bluffing. Move up. Get the next one ready, Mr. Gibbs. Now, Corky, I'm going to give you and your men 5 seconds to get out of here. The next one's going to go off right underneath your feet.
They had enough. Come on up, Mr. Gibbs.
All right, what about Curly Bill and the rest of my men?
Brocious is going to have to stand trial. The rest of your men will be released in the morning.
Oh, you're going to hang Curly, but legal, is that it?
I'm going to try and save him if I can, Mr. Clinton.
Oh, sure, you're going to save him. Well, don't bother. I'll save him myself. I'll tree this town and burn it to the ground.
Mr. Clanton, you just treed yourself. Get his guns. Mr. Gibbs, open up that door. Now, you think you can intimidate the law? Well, I'm going to give you a nice, cool spot that you can think about it, Mr. Clanton. Get in.
Shut up, let my boys whack you on
Lovely performance, Wyatt. But I would have been more pleased if you'd killed him. However, this is a good start. Now, after Curly Bill is hanged...
That won't happen if I can help it.
What? He killed Fred White. Shooting at a star isn't allowed. Up to now.
No matter what they said, I didn't mean to shoot Fred White.
Mr. Brocious, your gun was pointed directly at Mr. White at extremely close range, and then it was discharged. Now, do you expect this court to believe that you, an expert with guns, did not deliberately fire that gun?
I don't know how it happened. I'm telling the truth. Marshal White asked me for my gun. I was giving it to him.
Barrel first?
I don't know. I was handing it over, and he grabbed at it, and it went off.
And that's all you can tell us.
I was drunk. I really don't know how it happened. I'm telling the truth.
Well, fortunately, we have a witness who was not drunk. That's all, Mr. Brocious. Step down. Marshal Earp, will you take the stand, please?
Yes.
Marshal, you saw the shooting. Would you present your testimony, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. White asked Mr. Brocious for his gun. Mr. Brocious drew his gun, but before he had a chance to hand it over properly, Mr. White grabbed the barrel. The gun was accidentally discharged. Mr. Brocious did not intend to kill Mr. Fred White.
I fail to see how the gun could have fired unless it was cocked. And if it was cocked, Curly Bill must have intended to use it.
Not necessarily, sir.
Mr. Earp, I too have some knowledge of firearms. I realize that accidents can happen, but a gun cannot be fired unless it's cocked.
Well, if Your Honor will permit, I would like to demonstrate how it happened.
Please do.
Now, this is Mr. Brocious' gun. Your Honor, I have here some 45 blanks. Your Honor, while you have Colt 45s and know how to use them, we must remember that Curly is a professional gunfighter. Now, how do you cock your 45?
I put the ball of my thumb on the hammer and pull it back.
Like this?
Right.
Well, Curly doesn't do that. All professional gunfighters hook their thumb across the hammer like that. The reason they do that is they don't trust the ball of the thumb. It might slip off and cause a misfire. Now, let's assume that the gun is sitting in the holster like that. Now, when Mr. White asked Curly for the gun, Curly's first move to hand the gun over to Mr. White should have been to grab the grip like that. That is, if he was sober, but Curly was drunk, so he followed habit. He came down top of the gun, thumb went all the way around the hammer like that.
And the gun was on half cock?
No, sir, it was on quarter cock. Now, you yourself never use the half cock unless you're going to spin the cylinder to load or unload.
That's right. But if the gun were on quarter cock and the hammer almost down, how could it have fired accidentally?
Well, sir, I know it sounds far-fetched, but it isn't. If you'll step down here and face me, I'll show you. Now, I'm going to draw the gun the way Curly did. As soon as the gun leaves the holster, you grab the barrel and give it a yank.
I'd better do it slowly.
You ready?
I didn't believe it was possible.
Now, if you were drunk, your thumb was hooked over the hammer, as Curly's was, you wouldn't be able to react in time to turn the gun loose. We also have to remember that Mr. White was very nervous, and he grabbed the barrel and yanked very fast.
Let's try it again at normal speed. You're right. Curly didn't have time to take his thumb off the hammer.
His cocking the gun was an accident. Mr. Fred White himself caused the gun to fire.
Well, Wyatt, you did a good turn for Tombstone today. Congratulations.
Lay off, will you?
Well, I assure you I will, but not Curly Bill.
I know all about Curly Bill.
Wyatt, why in the name of your tin star did you set him free? Why didn't you keep your mouth shut and let him hang him?
Because I couldn't.
There are times when I can't understand your set of rules. One day you want to clean out the hoodlums, the next you defend a rattlesnake like that and get him off free all by yourself. Why?
Because if I allowed one man to be executed unjustly, even a rattlesnake, I'd have to turn in my star. Doc, even you would despise me.
By God, I would.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Thank you, honey.
Unhappily, gentlemen, the good doctor wins again. Get your bets down, gentlemen.
Hold it, Doc.
What's the matter? You broke?
I want to look at that deal box.
You do, huh?
Well, you'll have to back up a request like that with a pair of 45s.
I'm about to do that.
Stay out of this, Morgan.
2 against 3 are better odds, Doc.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Wyatt Earp, needing help, had signed on his younger brother, Morgan Earp, as his deputy. But a month later, it was a standoff whether Morgan was a help or a hindrance.
My smart little brother. Hanging around saloons with dance hall girls. Hanging around gamblers, gunfights. One man dead, 2 hard hit.
All 3 of them are coming for Doc.
I think we have a case for self-defense, Marshal.
Never mind that. I'm making a case for that badge. You're Morgan Earp and you're a deputy. Now, what Doc Holliday does, people expect, but they don't expect it from us.
I was on my own time. I was off duty.
Is the 10% ring ever off duty? Look, we got a war on our hands, and the Citizen Safety Committee is watching how we handle things every second day and night.
All right, then. Arrest me. Take my star away.
That isn't going to solve anything.
Then quit preaching.
I'll quit when you quit hanging around saloons.
Excuse me for a living. Is that the end of the sermon?
No. Your horse has been hitched out there all day. If you're through with it, put it away. Now, that's your fault. I told you and Shotgun Gibbs we're going to have to watch after Morg.
Deacon, you're addicted to milk. Your little brother likes an occasional drink of whiskey.
A habit he picked up from you.
Morgan also was fond of the ladies, but he didn't pick that up from me.
Well, I guess I have to send him back to Prescott.
Deacon, hasn't it occurred to you that all men do not care for milk? Aren't you willing to recognize the fact that most of us are susceptible to women?
That's not the point, and you know it.
You're setting too high a standard for Morgan. The boy is human.
I might have known I wouldn't get any help from you. Just because I want to keep my brother out of saloon brawls, I'm accused of being a fanatic.
That's right. The next thing, you'll want the poor boy to get married.
And what's wrong with marriage?
After all my tormented years with Mrs. Holliday, the very thought of it is ghastly.
Yeah, well, you happen to be a special case. If he married a nice girl, it'd be the best thing in the world for him. Look, Doc, he is my kid brother, and I have to look out for him. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that new girl that works for Mrs. Abbott down at the Emporium.
Who?
Lucy, Tedder. What's wrong with her, and what's wrong with marriage? She's a perfect lady. She sings in the choir, and she's pretty, too.
Now you're going to play Cupid, is that it?
Why not? At least I can point him in her direction away from those daisies down at the dance hall.
Sometimes I wonder how you hold on to that badge. Haven't you got sense enough to know that's the worst way to get him married?
Well, Lothario, how would you do it?
Well, if I wanted to betray the innocent lad, which I don't, mind you, I'd tell him to stay away from her.
Stay away from her?
That's right. What kind of fruit is the sweetest?
Well, now, I don't know. What kind of fruit is the sweetest?
Forbidden.
Yeah, I see. Yes, sir. I see.
Horses put away. Anything else to rawhide me about?
Yeah. From now on, you stay away from women. All women. And especially Lucy Tedder.
Lucy Tedder? Who's Lucy Tedder?
Oh, you know who she is. She's the new girl down at the Emporium.
I didn't even know they had a new girl at the Emporium.
Don't hand me that. I heard that you've been carrying on with her.
What's the matter with him?
A massive eruption of moral fervor.
Well, I've had just about enough moral fervor for one day.
Well, now, where do you think you're going?
Over to the Emporium. I want to get a look at this girl I'm supposed to be carrying on with.
Thank you, friend.
Wyatt, if that poor boy ever winds up in front of a preacher, I'll never forgive myself.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have the pattern you want, but maybe it'll come in the next shipment. Oh, can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to buy this.
Oh, well, it's $2. Shall I wrap it?
Oh, I'll take it plain. You're Miss Lucy Tedder, aren't you?
Yes, why?
Heard you were. I'm Morgan Earp,
Oh, the marshal's brother?
and his deputy.
Oh. Well,
Goodbye.
thank you.
Why again?
What? You can exchange that if it doesn't fit.
Thank you, Miss Lucy.
Hi, shotgun. Got him, Morgan?
That shotgun Gibson's mule Roscoe.
I know. He always brays at me every time he sees me. See?
Hush up, Roscoe. You just mind your manners. I'm telling you for the last time, you just keep your opinion on Miss Lucy Tedder to yourself. What? You told me to keep eye on your brother Morgan.
Well?
Well, I think he's heading for trouble.
Trouble?
Yep. I just seen him talking to Miss Lucy Tedder.
Why is that trouble?
Well, Roscoe don't approve of her.
Is that all?
Well, now, hold on a minute. Now, Roscoe ain't been wrong about a gal yet.
Mr. Gibbs, I'm not going to get in another hoorah with Morgan on the say-so of a mule.
You just don't pay no attention to him, Roscoe.
Morgan, please.
Lucy, honey, I've been buying a new shirt every day for a week.
Well, I know that, Morgan.
Well, I can't afford it much longer, so let's get married.
Married?
Mr. and Mrs. Morgan Earp.
Well, what would your brother say? Would he approve?
What do I care? He's been big brother to me all my life. Getting married's my own affair, and yours. You love me, don't you?
Well, I think so.
I know, we'll elope. That's what we'll do.
Well, Morgan, I have to think about it.
How long?
Well, 2 or 3 days, maybe. Getting married's a very serious thing.
Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll take you for a drive.
Morgan, please go.
Will you?
Yes, yes. Now go, Morgan.
Oh, isn't that nice? A nice Sunday ride.
Wyatt, I wouldn't dismiss Roscoe's opinion of that girl too lightly.
Why?
Well, a couple of nights ago, out back at the Emporium, I saw her talking confidential with Tom McLowry.
Clanton's McLowry?
It's the only one I know.
That doesn't prove anything.
Well, last night I was talking to an old saddle tramp. When the boy came walking by, taking her home, the saddle tramp said if I was wired up, I'd ride out to old man Clanton's place and ask me some questions about that girl.
What questions?
That's all I could find out.
You found out plenty.
I found out some more from Mrs. Abbott. Lucy's quitting the end of the week. Smells to me like an elopement.
Why can't he keep out of trouble?
Are you forgetting who got him into this? Don't worry, Wyatt. I'll ride out to old man Clanton's the first thing in the morning.
You won't. I'll ride out there first thing in the morning. He's my brother.
Well,
Well, don't just stand there. Go on. You'll find it in the southeast corner. You here on law business?
No, personal.
What kind of personal business? Love. Love?
Between my brother Morgan and Lucy Tedder.
Well, who's Lucy Tedder?
I was hoping you'd tell me. She knows Tom McClary, so she must have some connection with your outfit. If she does, I'd consider it a favor to know about it.
Why should I do you a favor?
Because I don't want personal matters causing trouble. Now, what if she is really mixed up some way with one of your hoodlums?
Well, now, you got a crust, sir, using the word hoodlum right here on my own porch.
Forget it.
Hold your horses now. How soon you want this information?
Today.
Right off and in a hurry. So I gotta drop everything. Just like you was a friend of mine, which you ain't. Now, don't start acting like a John Law, sonny. If there's anything again Lucy Tedder, I'll ride in and tell you.
Thank you, Mr. Clanton.
But not as a favor, you understand? I'm only doing this to save me some trouble, like you say. Go get Tom McClary.
Howdy, Virgil.
Howdy, Morg. Where's Wyatt?
He rode out this morning on business.
Oh, why'd you send for me? Wyatt got a problem?
No, I have.
What's her name?
Lucy Tedder. We're aiming to get married. I want you to be my best man.
Well, now. It calls for a tall beer. Huh?
She comes from Missouri. She's a wonderful girl, Virg. Sings in the choir, too. Drink your beer. I'll take down to meet her.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Well, when's a happy day?
Right away. As soon as possible. We were aiming to elope, but, well, we figured eloping might make it look like we were ashamed of something.
Sometimes eloping's the best idea. I did. Yeah. Pa thought Allie was too skittish, and her pa thought I was too young, so we just up and eloped.
Sure. And you're happy, aren't you?
Don't start me bragging. Why didn't you ask Wyatt to stand up with you?
Wyatt? I don't want him doing nothing with me. He's been big brother me something awful, Virg.
Well, that's the way it is, Morg, when there's a big family of boys. Each one has to pick on the one next to him. See, your trouble is there's no Earp and Tombstone younger than you.
I'm tired of getting picked on.
Oh, big brother in you, huh? I'll go see him. Maybe he needs a dose of his own medicine. Well, Virgil, it's the messiest desk I ever saw.
What kind of a greeting is that? Hey, what are you doing down here?
You always wear your hat like that?
What's wrong with my hat?
You look like a dude. Why don't you wear it more on the back of your head?
Because I don't like to wear it on the back of my head. Come on, get out of that chair, will you? I got some work to do.
That's your horse out there?
What about it?
You shouldn't be riding a plug like that, Wyatt. Why didn't you say something? I'd have brought you down a good horse.
That happens to be the best horse in this part of the country. Hey, look, what's the idea of coming in here and big brother me like I was 10 years old? If that's where you're going to act, you can get on the stage and go on back to Prescott.
Howdy, Wyatt.
That's better.
I was just giving you a little taste of what you've been dishing out to Morg.
Oh, so that's why you're here, huh? He sent for you.
Yeah. He wants me to be his best man. He thinks you don't like his girl.
I'm not so sure I do.
I don't hold with families interfering between young couples. I happen to believe in the politeness and dignity among all members of a family. On both sides.
Yeah, but Virgil, he could be making a big mistake.
So let him. It's his life.
Hello, Mr. Clanton. You know my brother, Virgil?
3 Earps in town? 2 wasn't enough.
I'm just visiting.
That little brother of yours sure picked himself a mess of bullets Lucy Tedder spoke for.
Spoke for?
Engaged to get married to Joe McLaury. First cousin Tom Frank McLaury worked for me.
Joe McLaury? He got 20 years for bank robbery. He's in jail in Tucson.
There ain't no jail in the West big enough to hold Joe McLaury if he was to hear someone's messing with his girl, especially an Earp.
How could you ever let a thing like that happen, Wyatt? Your own brother. Should have stopped it as soon as it started.
Well, he better stop it now or they'll be shooting. The McLaurys are a big part of my outfit. And if they tangle with the Earps, you can just count me and Ringo and Brocious on their side. Now, I don't want no fighting over a tomfoolish girl. But if it comes to that, don't get in front of my gun. You'll be giving me a lot of pleasure.
Well, it won't come to that, Mr. Clanton.
See, it don't.
Thank you for the information.
Don't thank me for nothing. Just tell young Moore to leave that girl strictly alone.
The gunslinger's girl.
Well, maybe it is my fault. I kind of got him into it.
You better get him out. And fast. Howdy, Morg.
Howdy, Virgil. You, deliver those subpoenas?
First thing this morning.
Morgan, I got some bad news for you.
Bad news?
Better sit down.
I'll take it standing up.
All right. Lucy Tedder isn't quite the perfect lady she seems to be.
Go on.
She's hooked up with one of Clanton's hoodlums.
I don't believe it.
No? She's engaged to marry Joe McLaury, who's in jail in Tucson for bank robbery.
That's a lie. Dirty, filthy lie.
Sir, that's what I like. Nice, close-knit family. Did they hurt you?
He cut my lip. Come on, we gotta bring him back here.
For what?
Take him to that jail in Tucson. If you won't believe me, maybe you'll believe McLaury.
Oh, Wyatt. Telegram for you. Just come over the wire. Well, howdy, Virgil.
Howdy, Shotgun.
How are things in Prescott?
Comparatively quiet.
Well, now we're really in trouble. Looks like we won't be going to Tucson.
Why not?
Because McLaury won't be there. They were transferring him yesterday to the territorial prison in Yuma. Killed a guard, and stole a horse, got clean away.
Joe McLaury. Well, I never even heard the name before.
I knew Wyatt was lying.
What did he say?
He said you were engaged to marry him.
You just wait till I see that brother of yours. He'll get a piece of my mind.
Well, you're not gonna see him. We're eloping. Tonight.
Tonight?
I'll be back at 9 o'clock. You leave the door open.
Morgan, are you sure?
I'm crazy about you. Don't you know that?
Morgan. I'll be ready.
If any of us Earps shoot Joe McLaury, we'll have a full-scale war on our hands.
Looks like I'm elected.
No, you're not elected. I don't want him shot. I want him arrested. Unharmed.
Well, now, just hold on a minute there. Now, I ain't again taking him for you, Wyatt. But if he gets the drop on me and I cash in, who's gonna look out after my dependent?
What dependent?
Well, Roscoe, of course.
Shotgun, if anything should happen to you, I personally will see to it that that mule of yours has his own private pasture the rest of his long-eared life.
Well, thank you, Virgil. That's mighty kind of you.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll take my chances with Clanton. I got Morg into this, so I'll get him out of it.
Lucy. Lucy.
I heard the bell.
I got you a real easy horse. We'll be over the border by morning and get married in Nogales.
Morgan, I hope we're doing the right thing.
We're doing just that. Come on.
Going somewhere, Lucy?
Joe McLowry.
None other.
But you said you didn't know him.
She knows me all right. She's promised to marry me.
You. But she's engaged to me.
You're one of them Earps, ain't you? At least that's what I heard in that jail.
Yes, I'm an Earp.
You know, I think I could have took it. My girl sugaring up to an ordinary man. But when it was told to me that she took up with an Earp, why, I kind of saw red.
I didn't take up with him, Joe. Why, he just came pushing around here. And you were going to be in jail for 20 years. I'd have been 45 when you got out. I had no choice.
You got one now.
You, honey, of course.
Any money in that till?
Yes.
Get it. He pushed, did he? Just back up there, Earp. I said back up.
Listen, McLowry. You kill me and my big brother will ride you down if he's got to go all the way to Mexico City.
And which big brother is that, Earp?
Wyatt Earp, U.S. Marshal.
Oh, that big brother. Well, now I'm real scared.
I got it all, Joe.
Say your prayers, Earp.
Joe!
Sweethearts, reunited. That's what I call a fitting punishment.
Get him out of here. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be off duty.
I just thought I'd hang around a little.
What for?
Well, I thought maybe if you weren't too busy, you could show me how to do that quick draw of yours.
You want me to teach you?
Well, you're my big brother, aren't you? Isn't everybody that's got a big brother to big brother him?
Who pays for the bullets?
Afraid you do. I'm broke buying shirts.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Được. Khổng lồ, một khổng lồ cái gì đấy? Mở ruồn. Cảnh vệ. Thần dương vật ở nhiều. 2 khổng lồ. À không. Cảnh vệ xử lý rồi xong. Nhà tranh bài của tớ làm ơn đấy. Đâu đấy? Mày khỏe đấy nhở? Cứ chơi chứ. 14 lap nhanh nhẹn. Bớt 4 rồi à, 1.2 à. Dương ơi, đây chuyển chuột tội, thú tượng với cả giáp máu ánh sáng, cái nào ánh sáng ngon hơn? Đây mà. Bình gì 200 lap ấy, không tật này, 51 này, 200 lap được đấy. Được 200 lap. À, không nhả nhớ rồi, chạm tay rồi. 19, nhớ là được 190 mà. 200 lap của thầy ơi. Bớt em đủ 80 củ được bớt lần nữa ăn đét vậy rồi tao bớt lần nữa xong rồi tao mới cút về kia bớt 5 ấy xong rồi mình cút về kia được Bình. Chia lên nhà đã chia ra bình rồi. Xong lên 9, nhà chia xong rồi lên 9. Xong rồi lên 9 thì mình được siết và là bình. Full form. Rồi form này có nhắc được cái gì đâu. What chứ sao không? Nhắc được hắc ám kìa. Nhắc được tử thần hắc ám chỉ có June thôi. Rồi anh sẽ bay một chỗ ác quỷ nhỉ. Mèo 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 không vậy thắng quay xóa được à đầu ấy à 53 của thêm mấy lát nữa new record lại 200
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলো তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ রাতের এক রূপ দিনের আরেক
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে
আরে ব্রো সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয় কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে
বসুন
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত তাই না আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে
হাই ইউ লুক গুড
থ্যাংক ইউ
bên cạnh mày mày em mày đang chửi quá đam rồi em mấy thằng ấy chửi nhau cứ lôi bắt gì mấy bắt các kiểu ra nó chửi mà bây giờ có bị chửi được đâu là rồi đắp cái đéo kìa quất từ quất từ ba cọc cược nữa mày đang theo đường sẵn rồi tao cho mày một con bằng với cả con tam áp con này xong thêm tắm kèn nữa đỉnh có cút lòng vàng ấy tắm kèn là xịn nhất rồi một con là to nhất trong cọc cược rồi quá to nhất làm vàng Red 3 kinh ấy à, Galio Bồ Đăng Hoa rồi Galio cút tuổi còn lắc lém đau điện lắc phun đồ 3 sao 7 sử ra chỉ là mũi rồi con lắc cái 7 sử ra chỉ là mũi rồi nó còn phát chết xong gì hút còn phát chết con kêu dạ xài kinh mà quân biết con Amuba ở đây có đồ gì không có thú tượng dây chuyền tự lực giáp siêu linh được chưa hai cái đồ quân sự kinh ấy tam gen 3 đấy sự đẹp tam gen 3 đấy là sự đẹp ấy bởi có nhiều máu cho bố nên tam gen 3 ấy còn nhiều máu à gốc lùi Thằng ấy lắc này. Con lắc nó cũng là một vấn đề đấy, nhưng mà thực sự là con áp cơ. Áp là carry. Rồi quăng cái lắc 3 quăng điên, lắc 2. Mu mình còn 1 tỷ máu chứ. Không yếu nhỉ? Thua thua này. Lên sàn 2 ạ. Thua. Sàn 2 đi, sàn 2 gì đấy? Cái thua bóng mà. Cái thua bóng luôn rồi. Lắc ở đây là xong rồi. Lắc ở đây, lắc ở đây rồi. Quyết trình. Nhưng mà phàm được đâu đi. Ở đây rồi. Sao? Tờ. Rồi đến tờ. Cái xa bên đấy à? Cảm ơn vì đã đến. Rồi xong có cái xa, quang phát cần chết cái xa 2. Học đi, quỷ đấy à? Con này khỏe phết đấy. Ý của thua. Mà là mai thua. Yes. Mày cút. Chất 10 à, 10 sử ra không có lý. Nếu có Tam Ken mà, nếu có Tam Ken rồi hỏng rồi. Để thằng này Tam Ken 3. Broccoli. Nó ra kìa, sao ra 3 không? Nổi không? Rồi, mày đi. Dương ơi, thằng này 8 sao ra, bãi bay luôn, 8 sao ra. Đéo ra. Thằng đi sân 2 ạ, càng 5. Rồi thằng đi sân 2 bố chịu. Đấy thua. Đi sân 2 ạ. Rồi đi sân 2 vừa còn đéo chết cơ, đéo nhổ. Chuồn đéo gì. Thằng này, không ngờ một cua nhỉ. Ui nó nhét Amu gần chết kìa, chuồn búa. Tam Ken thì ai lỡ giúp Tam Ken này. Mua chuồn búa à? Cái đi rồi. Cái thua bóng. Được rồi. Sao ra nữa? Đéo ra Tam Ken rồi, thằng kia cũng Tam Ken à? Tao chắc là nổi không? Mày đi sao đi luôn? Tam Ken ở đâu nhỉ? Tam Ken ở đâu nhỉ? Kìa. Phải không? Rồi, game mai à? Bạch 23 tiếng nữa. Còn cái nhận game không biết đấy. Ui, ánh sáng đồ ánh sáng à? Con mua con nào nó đồ ánh sáng mà sao khỏe đấy, sao mới đầu quăng đầu đấy. Ủa, nó bỏ bài ra cho sao nhỉ? Như hai cái bạn nó thấy bỏ bài đâu. Với nó bài yếu lắm, nó bỏ bài rồi. Mà nó bỏ bài ra. Bằng cái bạn nói sao ấy? Bạn nó đéo đỡ được, hai bên lịt ý chỉ vậy. Các bạn đâu đéo đỡ được cũng bỏ bài ra nhé, trời quá. Gì bạn? Hai để chịu. Thêm một con Saza được chịu. Tôi đánh một trận nữa ở 46. Cái gì vậy? Nhà quan tâm. Trốn. Đáng lắm ấy, khám phá đối tượng cam sinh không? Vào đấy. Đá thực tập cho hai kênh đánh nhau được thúc đánh làm các phép sử dụng các đồng liền kề hào đất trở mình sau trong 12 giây. Đây là gì? Chạy đi à? 6 à?